Hello.
Hi.
So it happened again. Unfortunately, we just had too much to say about these lovely songs on the Skool Luv Affair album.
And we had really good feedback on the Love Yourself tier episode coming out in parts, so we could go into more detail of the lyrics and talk for a little bit longer.
But the episodes were a bit shorter. So we have decided to go with the same format again. I think we're probably going to keep it going forward, aren't we?
They're going to be shorter episodes, with the final episode being where we give out the awards. It also means for you guys, they'll come out more quickly. Yeah, they'll come out more often. So it's going to be better.
Get more
better,
content. Better. But yeah, you do get more content out of it. So hopefully it's good news. I think that's all we have to say for now. And we hope you enjoy this part of the episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this most recent episode of Generation BTS, the podcast. And today we're here to talk about Skool Luv Affair. It was very exciting times, and we're all feeling all sorts of teen lovey-doveyness. My name's Christine. I am 29 years old, and I have been ARMY a year and a half. And with me, I've got...
Oh, guys, I'm Leanne. I'm 34, so I've aged.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to me.
You know also what's happened though?
And also, I've been ARMY for a year.
It's been a year. It's been a motherfucking year.
Yeah, well done.
Excited.
What an exciting year it's been.
It's been a year.
Yeah.
A year of ARMY and a year older.
Yeah. And the third person we have with us today, as normal, is...
Hi, I'm Natasha. I'm still 19 and been ARMY for over 6 years.
I've hit another ARMY milestone as well. I have successfully converted a person into ARMY.
Oh, yeah, exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my mum.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Mum, you're welcome on the podcast anytime.
Yeah.
No, Christine wouldn't be happy because then it would be, 3/4 Dodson,
Yeah.
1 Dodson Kaye. She'd need adopting.
Superfluous.
Yeah.
It would be 3 generations without me.
No, it would be 4 generations.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think she's in her 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be 4 generations. And then she'd be the oldest ARMY and the babyest ARMY. And that would make me a successful middle child.
Really good, yeah.
Anytime, Mum.
Yeah.
Anytime, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mum's going to go see BTS in the cinema with Natasha. So they're going together. She took the afternoon off work.
Yeah, we're all going on the 1st, aren't we? To the Yet to Come. If you're listening from the future, this is when Yet to Come from Busan, which we went to in person. Yeah, is in the cinema. So we're going to go and watch that again. Anyway, I think we shall get to talking because we have a lot to get through. But yeah, we'll do some recent activities because we haven't done this in a while now, actually. So I thought maybe we could go through the updates in member order in, true spirit of chapter 2 of BTS. Individual updates now rather than group ones. Sad times.
Solo updates.
Yep. So Kim Namjoon, I've written that he's been quiet since his Indigo promotions, but we haven't talked about a lot of those. So do you want to tell us your favorite Indigo content?
100% Rolling Hall, right?
Right, okay.
That live performance with him in the dome, and he brought all the people up, and there was 200 ARMY there, and at the end he took the selfie of the ARMY, and they basically touched him.
Yeah, some of them were like hugging him. Yeah.
I've watched Rolling Hall. I've only watched it once with you.
Yeah.
But I have watched it at least 4 times on my own.
Wow. Okay.
And whenever we get back after a night out, Christine's like, do you want to watch the music videos? I'm like, we could watch Rolling Hall. And she's like, nah. And I'm like, all right, never mind, I'm going to bed. And then I watch Rolling Hall.
Oh. Okay, well, now I'll know.
Yeah, that was the highlight.
That's good, yeah. And everyone's speculating about his new fashion deal.
Yeah, that was meant to be with Calvin Klein.
Yeah.
There was some Calvin Klein rumors, but not today. JK trended today because the Calvin Klein fashion director followed him.
Yeah,
and I
saw
really
that.
wanted to see Aaron in the boxers, but now I'm like, if JK is in the boxers, that's actually more likely.
That probably
because you wouldn't get Aaron in the boxers.
No, Aaron's not going to do the boxers.
No, but JK might.
JK might. How do you feel about that, Tash?
Ooh, yes, please.
Yeah, that would be a good day. Would be. I think I've heard a lot of people speculating that RM's going to sign with Bottega Veneta because he apparently wore their clothes all through the Indigo promotions. And their new head designer follows him on Insta. And when he had that grey profile picture for a while, she also has that grey profile picture.
Right.
So I think that's what people are thinking. But yeah, that's RM. So
wait, what about you? What's your favourite Indigo promotional activity?
I only asked you because you're the RM stan.
Yeah, I like the little music videos that they put out for certain songs.
Do you mean like the video for Still Life or the like scenery one?
Hectic.
Yeah, the like mood visualizer thing.
And we agree Close as a banger. Got it in writing. And yours?
I hadn't prepared an answer because, like I said, I asked you because you were the RM bias.
Fine.
But
never mind.
I think I would say, what did I watch?
What about all the performances in the art gallery? Where he went to that museum.
This is the one in New York.
Yeah.
That one.
3 or 4 performances.
Yeah, I watched that. I did. So yeah, okay. Well, I'll say the one in New York then, because you already took Rolling Hall. I would have probably maybe have said that, but I haven't watched it as intently as you. So
it's too sad. I would have never been able to go, so I'm not watching it.
Yeah, it is a bit sad, but yeah,
it's sad that he's sort of gone away again now.
I do like that he's getting some time though, because I think that of felt like what he needed. But then he put out this whole big thing. But I'm sort of glad that he's not running around doing loads of festivals because I don't feel like that's what he wants.
Yeah, unlike Hobie.
Exactly.
We'll get to that.
We will.
Kim
Were you going to say something?
No. About RM.
Yeah, he said, "Oh yeah," and then.
Oh, he might have his driving license.
He might, yes.
For the keen Instagrammers, he did put up one Instagram of him in a car and someone has done the super zoom in resolution. You can sort of see the fade of a steering wheel.
Wow. Okay. Well, congrats to you, Kim Namjoon, if you have got your driving license. We're all very proud of you.
Yeah, also do send in an email about these two, non-lovers.
There's just too much content. Honestly, I struggle to keep up these days.
That's fair. And I've not watched the latest Social Time.
Have you watched any of this Social Time?
I've watched 2.
Watched
the one with RM.
Actually, that's my favourite Indigo content, Social Time with RM.
What about when they make the little prints?
Yeah, that too. The cyanotype prints that didn't work out. And Suchvita. I love Suchvita. We'll get to that. Right, Jin. Jin has enlisted Sad Times, but we have already made it through a month and a half, guys.
Someone said to me the other day, because I went to see New Avatar, someone said to me, like, the new Avatar's not out until, like, December 2014. I was like, oh, so close. They're like, what? That's ages away. I was like, no. BTS comebacks in 2025, and that's literally, like, 2 weeks away in my mind. So anything before 2025 is, like, just round the corner. So I will enjoy seeing the new Avatar tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing good.
Yeah, we are. We're
doing good.
And he gave us a little update.
He said he's going to give monthly.
Yeah, when he posted on Reverse, and it came up with like Jin's posted also. Jin. Yeah, and he looks very handsome in his uniform, despite his short hair. Yeah,
and he got a teaching post.
Yeah, he did.
He got made like head of his little brigade-kin
thingy. Yeah,
yeah.
And he said he was happy. Yeah, feeling good, doing good.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done, Jin. Keep on going. So. Next member, Yoongi, he's got big plans for 2023. Mm-hmm. He is everywhere. I'm very much mostly excited about his New Year's Eve message that he sent us where he said he was going to do something really big this year. I'm very, very excited to find out what that is. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but I've involved it in my work password because so every time I type it in now, I'm like, oh my God, this year's going to be great.
What, a Yoongi comeback?
Yeah.
I was like, does this Yoongi comeback have a name?
No.
D3, right?
It's, well, probably, but yeah, it's just big plans.
Big
plans.
Past big plans word, 1, 2, 3.
It always makes me very excited. I'm like, ooh, this year is going to be great. But yeah, he's doing something big. I don't want to speak into existence what the big plans might be. I'm scared of
the Yoongi Festival of Joy.
But we'll see. We're very excited. And he's doing Suchvita, which is just a bundle of joy. I love it a lot. It's very comforting, but I'm betting Natasha hasn't watched any.
No, I haven't. Sorry.
One of them's with Sugar and RM.
Yeah.
Still.
She's busy. She's busy multi-standing.
She is busy multi-standing. No, I won't say it. Well, we've had a little altercation at the weekend, being accused of multi-standing, which I won't go into any further, but if it comes up as an in-joke, then that's what it's about. And Sugar is signed as a Valentino diva.
He did? He looks great.
He did, yes.
And he came to Paris.
Very good.
And you nearly went to Paris.
I did.
You've been sick the whole week before.
Yeah, I couldn't get away with telling my manager that I was sick once again, but in my search history, you will find Eurostar to Paris. But yeah, I heard there were thousands of fans lined up across the bridge near where they did the fashion show that he went to. So yeah, I'm happy for them and for him for all the support that he got.
I'm not at all jealous.
I'm not at all jealous, obviously. I just hate people in Paris. They go there literally all the time. It's almost like fucking America.
Sorry, America.
Yeah.
Most of our listeners are American.
That's true, yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm happy for you. Yeah.
But London is the greatest city in the world, boys.
London's calling. Come on.
London's calling.
London's calling.
We've got your rewards waiting here from the Christmas special.
Loads of them. Yeah, he looked great in all his little Valentino things. He had the fashion show outfit, but he also had the little like movie thing that he did with Cosmopolitan. And yeah, good outfits all across. J-Hope. Performed in Times Square.
He did.
Yeah.
New
Year's Eve.
You watched it live, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
I was out.
Yeah, I was on holiday with my family and we were home by like midnight. And obviously it was American time, so it was on like 3 a.m. And I was like, I might as well stay up to watch this.
Gonna hang out with Hope.
Yeah.
I was still out at 3.
Yeah. But he did 3 happy songs. Yeah. None of that arson more stuff. Yeah.
It was pouring rain as well.
It was. And then there was a really funny moment when the announcer girl was like, everyone wants to kiss this man, and then he goes makes the most like
looks at her like, do not kiss me.
Nobody. Oh,
adorable.
Yeah.
And he took some selfies on the way back with Army.
He did,
and
yeah.
There's that really cute clip of him like pogo sticking away. Where he's like jumping high and then everyone else just like living his best life.
Yeah. And he also went to Fashion Week. He went to Paris as well.
I had to hang out with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Aww.
And also to shop around the brands, I think. He's
a buyer.
He's a buyer at the moment.
Do you know what he likes? Luxury clothes.
He does. He loves it.
I wonder how dirty they are.
Loves it. It gets all the presents all the time from all these brands.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was at Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Hermes. And yeah, it looked great at all of them.
It looked great. I really liked the Louis Vuitton.
And then it was very cute when he and Jimin were at Dior together.
I just think Jimin and Hobie are just such a special pairing.
Yeah, they're an underrated trip, I think.
Yeah, they're really underrated.
An underrated friendship.
Yeah.
When we first started Run, you kept going on about Jimin and Hobie. You were like, they're so close. They're so close. I was like, yeah, sure.
No, but it's because you've got Vimin and the whole soulmate thing, but actually that's not.
Yeah, but you also have Yoonmin. That's a big thing. Like, you engage Jimin.
And then the McNeil line as well, but Jimin and Hobie.
Yeah, and all the G-Cookers.
Yeah. And there's that little clip of Jimin where he's holding the space for Hobie.
He's looking up at someone and being like, no, you can't sit here.
No, you can't sit here. I've saved this for my friend.
This is for my friend.
He's come from Korea.
Yeah.
I didn't like the shoes. I think when they were in Dior, they've got like them big snow boots on.
Yeah.
Looks strange. But
yeah,
they had more cover than Yoongi did. They didn't look as cold.
Oh my god, yeah, poor guy when he was standing there in his Valentino outfit and everyone else was in like Canada Goose jackets. I was raging, but he looked like he was trying the hardest to keep his cool. But yeah, no, you were right, actually. I thought the outfits were really nice at Dior, but the shoes were a bit weird. They looked like snowshoes. Yeah, so take notes, Dior, if you're listening. Not going to buy your shoes. Okay, next thing I've written about J-Hope is that he's got a documentary coming to Disney Plus, which would be really exciting. So I'll watch that when it's out. Next one, speaking of recently, is Jimin. I've put Jimin as a vibe with Taeyang. Yeah. So Jimin's got a new song out with Taeyang. I like it. It's good. Vibey. Yeah.
The music video sets you up to think that Jimin's not going to have his shirt on though. And then you're just really disappointed.
Yeah, because Taeyang starts it off
I really
without
like the
a shirt
TikTok
on.
dances. I've watched those a few times. I've watched them all. Thoughts?
I just think it's like, Jimin could do better. Like, no, I think it might be the whole, like, YG Black Label, their songs are a bit meh at minute, so.
Fair, I've heard people say that.
I think both of them, I've listened, like, to other Taeyang songs and they are good. And obviously I listen to Jimin's songs and they are good, so I feel like it just wasn't the right song for it. I feel like it was such like a hype thing, and then it like, oh.
He did go to number 1 though.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the world's deepest song. It's not like a BTS lead track type of level, but it's nice. It's like catchy. Like it's probably made for like charts and radio play mainly.
It's pop song.
Kind of like the one that they did with Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, the one that they did with Snoop Dogg. Same thing. All right, moving on. Jimin has also signed as a global ambassador for Dior. So he'll be fronting them. I feel like that's a good fit. I feel like
it's a good fit, yeah.
And he did a lovely cover shoot for W Magazine Korea, which was nice. And he did a little interview in that as well, where he talked a little bit about his solo work. No, I think I'm excited for if his album is going to come in Feb, which if it is, then they need to announce it soon. But anyway, I'm excited to hear what he's going to sound like, because he's not really done that many solo projects yet. It's more like,
and he came over, he went to see Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah,
So
rumor has it allegedly he went to go meet with the Biebs, so we'll see whether that ends up on the album if it comes out. So V he's not doing much, but he is going to be on he did a tiny little live, but he is going to be on this cooking show with his Wooga squad. I think it's about them trying to do like a Korean street food restaurant in Mexico or something.
In Mexico?
Yeah, remember he went to Mexico? I think it was just before Christmas.
He jumped in the water.
Yeah. That was what he was doing there, I think. And then Jungkook's been AWOL.
Famously AWOL.
Yeah.
We've heard more from Kim Seok-jin, who is in the military.
We have.
From JK.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Well, he's always in my heart and on my wall, so to me he's here every second of my life.
Yeah, I mean, when Tay said that he was there for his short Weaver's Live, we should call it now, that was proof of life. At least people were
at least JK is alive.
He's alive and breathing, and I think some people have talked about seeing him on his little motorcycle riding around Seoul. But all right, and then random updates. We've had some Run BTS new episodes. There was the one where they did the like infomercial talk show type things. Those were cute.
Very cute.
Yeah, I like the one the other members kept typing "Yoongi marry me" even when he wasn't there.
Even when he wasn't there.
Yeah, that was.
And when Hobie showed the pooping giraffe.
Yeah.
Oh, and the lesser panda, lesser. That's from Yoongi. When RM's trying to decide.
Yeah, he was like, lesser. He loved that fucking lesser panda. Had to be lesser panda.
It wasn't. RM went with the otter.
Yeah.
He was raging.
Yeah, he was.
I've seen that clip a few times.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, they were all really cute. And then they had the Truth Game one, but we've only seen...
and the ears.
Yeah.
Bunny ears.
We've only seen episode 1 of that, so I can't tell you too much about it. But I think in episode 2, Yoongi says that there's only one. Like they filmed one more with Jin, and I'm guessing they're not going to film it without him. No,
they shouldn't.
But one more is less than no more. So it's one more is no more than no more. In fact, so.
One more is less than no more.
Yeah.
One more is less hurtful than no more.
Yes. All right, shall we get into it then?
We shall.
Skool Luv Affair.
End of an era.
Exactly, yeah. This is the first era that we've wrapped up. Congrats to us.
Well done.
Third and final school album will be undertaken tonight. So,
End of an era.
Yes. Leon's very happy because we won't have to go back to the school era.
You've warned me about Dark and Wild though. I was really happy and you were like, there is Dark and Wild. And I was like, oh.
Dark and Wild it's long. That's what I'll say. There are some bangers and some filler. Anyway, let's focus on today's album for now. Should we talk about whether we like it first? I think when we spun it in, because I've just edited that part of the last episode, you and I both said that we liked it. Natasha, do you still feel that way?
Yeah, it's definitely got more good than terrible.
Yeah, I think I feel that way too. I think there's one half of the album that I think absolutely slaps, and then there's one half that I'm like, this is okay. There's the odd good song. But yeah, anyway. I think I counted how many songs that
There's loads.
had as candidates for skips, and I couldn't find as many as I found for Love Yourself Dear, so that's a good sign. What about you? How are you feeling about it?
No, I think the problem for me was that we had Indigo in the middle, and for everyone that's listened to the Indigo episode, I am still madly in love with that album. And then I had to like go away from this beautifully formed album and go back into hip hop, and I was like, why do I have to do this? This is ridiculous. I'm going to go back to Indigo. But as time went on and I spent more time with the album, I felt better.
Good.
But I'm not going to cry that we're at the end of the school era.
Okay.
I'm not going to be sad about that.
Good. All right. I think we should just get to talking about the facts then. So the facts.
Drop the facts.
Drop all the facts. We obviously ended the last school album, Oh Are You Late To, on Outro Love in School that goes like, I just want to love you, I just want to love you, oh beautiful girl. And then JK goes, hey girl, do you want to date with me? That Natasha chose as her best lyric. So I'd say that gives a decent concept hint as to sort of what's to come of this album, and obviously it's a more romantic concept as a result. So Skool Luv Affair, which is their second official mini album, because Too Cool for School was a single officially, was released on the 12th of February 2014, so only 8 months after debut.
Wow.
And then they released the special edition, which is probably what we're going to talk about today because it has Miss Right, and then it also has 6 hidden tracks, but they're just like instrumental versions, so we're not going to talk about those. But the special edition was released on the 14th of May 2014. The Big Hit blurb about this album states that in a similar vein to the 2 previous school offerings, the new album continues to focus on school and teens, but that, as hinted by the title, the album's main theme is the love that blossoms in school. So they say that the album is a culmination of the Skool trilogy that discusses the topics of most interest to teens close to the members' own age: dreams, happiness, and love. Their penetrating insight into the hearts and minds of young people led to the absolute support that BTS has received from fans their age. That's what they said about it. Suga also did his album review on the 14th of May 2014, so after the promotions ended, and he talked about how the cover is meant to look like writing on a chalkboard.
Oh.
The green one, not the special edition one, but the green cover is meant to look like a green chalkboard with pink writing on, which I hadn't realized actually, but when he said it, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then he said that the school uniforms are meant to make them look like the school punks, and that they took the photos of them in the school uniforms outside on the coldest day of the year, because of course they would.
Until he went to the Dior shoot.
Yeah.
Until he went to the Valentino shoot and realized that was the coldest day of the year.
In Paris it only gets to be like maybe minus 4 or 5 degrees at the worst, though in Korea it's like minus 30. So yeah, maybe it was colder then, but we'll never know.
Well, we will once you meet him.
Yeah. Once we meet him.
On the list of important questions
for Yoongi. Yeah, in terms of awards and charts, the Skool Luv Affair original version debuted at number 3 on the Gaon charts, but rose to number 2 during the Just One Day promotions. And it has peaked on number 1 overall. It was the 20th best-selling album in Korea in 2014. It peaked at number 3 on the US Billboard World Albums chart, and it marked the first entry of BTS on a global chart. Boy in Love, Tomorrow, and Just One Day all entered the World Digital Songs charts. And there weren't any stats for the UK or Norway.
Yeah,
I know. So yeah, but it did pretty well overall. Signal that it is a decent album. Right, so should we get started with our dear friend Miss Right?
That's me.
That's you, yeah. That's tell us all about Miss Right, Leanne.
That's me. So I'd originally listened to not the special edition, and I'd been very confused about this allocation of Miss Right.
Yeah.
So I was listening to it separately at the end of the album, and then when I found the blue edition, not the pink and grey edition, and it went to the top of the album, I was like, oh, actually, yeah, this album feels completely different now, because I'm pulled in to the love narrative by RM.
Fine, okay.
Whereas when I'm being pulled in by OT7, I'm like, I'm not interested.
Yoongi's lovely. Yeah, okay, never mind. We'll get to that in the next song.
I could see how you get there.
Yeah.
I get there late, because when RM arrives on the second track.
He's talking about hip hop, yeah.
Yeah, it's hip hop. So yeah, Miss Right. It was written by RM, J-Hope, Sugar, Hitman Bang, P-Dog, and produced by P-Dog. So ultimately, it's a sort of love song about the ideal woman.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's talking to one person, you're my Miss Right, and then sometimes it's like any person, any age, any weight, any genre, any movie, any novel, you're my Miss Right. So I liked that about it.
Nice.
Because it comes off as in like a little bit cringy, but then
it can be general.
It can be general about loving all women.
I think this whole album is like, they've clearly been told, like, now you need some lovey-dovey songs. And
so you just wrote that song about coffee. Yeah. This one's about love.
This whole album, in fact.
And then another love.
Tell coffee, yes.
So anyway. Then it sort of opens with RM, and RM does start on a beautiful turn of a phrase line, which is, you're my Miss Right, Miss Right. If I lose you, it's a miss, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah.
Legend.
Clever.
Yeah. Miss and miss. Same word.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah. And then all right, which is also similar to right.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
right.
Even
right.
back then he was a fucking genius.
Uh-huh. You don't know that he wrote this part, to be fair, but yes.
Yeah, no, maybe it was P-Dog.
Maybe. Or Joe, hit my bang.
And then we do go a bit cringy, girl, you want my kiss, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But then we get the English line, your sexy mind and your sexy body. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm here. And he's like, you were even born with sexy brain wrinkles.
I know, yeah.
Because your mind is sexy.
Your
mind is so sexy, beyond sexy.
So cool.
Then just in jeans and a white tee and your Converse high tops.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Converse high.
Throwback, he knows what he likes.
Yeah. Or throw forward, actually.
Yeah. Easter egg even then.
I know.
That makes me want to party on your body.
Yeah. Tough.
Drowning in girls in front of the TV.
Every time he says that, I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
At the end of your long shiny hair, your gentle hips sing. You're like a forest, shining inside the city. With this unrealistic body, you embrace my reality.
He's really big on the body. Like, the rest of it's fine, but the brain wrinkles and the body, though.
Yeah, he's a body man.
Yeah.
Then that's where we get into the, he's not singing at you. He might be singing at an idealized type or a form of woman, which is, and I want you to be really real for me.
Yeah.
So is it a real person? Is it not a real person? Is it a person in his head and his imagination?
I thought he was just trying to
be real.
Tell him to keep it real. No, get better. Your way's better.
My way's better.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like my mom, and sometimes you're my energy. I'm an honest guy. I'm so nice on the outside that my enemies can't stop being honest.
Yeah.
Fine.
Shout out to the haters.
You're different from normal people. That's why you're called the ideal type. Yeah, when I think of you, my heart grows cold. You're my winter ocean. I want to walk by you.
Yeah. Deep RM. Gets a line in there.
Yeah. He's trying.
Yeah, he is.
And then we're on the VJK chorus, which is, yeah, you're my only girl. You're the best. I want to know about your day.
I know.
Oh,
yeah.
Which is fine. Happy.
Yeah,
not burning my sexy body.
Boy with love vibes.
Boy with love vibes.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote that in my notes. Boy with love vibes. I want to become your size.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're my
size as in like, or not size as in like clothing size. Yeah. Yes. I think that's probably what it is.
Difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes, you're someone who only exists in the movies. So we're back to this idealized romance.
I think that is a question they get a lot. Like, what's your ideal type? Like, tell us what your ideal type of girl is.
So back to the idealized type, someone that exists in movies. Even if the weather is good, I think I'm perfect with you. Want to walk together? Want to walk together reminds me of Want to walk with you, the RM line from, it's from Look Here.
Right.
Where he does the Genie Lamborghini, teeny weeny bikini. It's very similar.
Is it Look Here on Dark and Wild?
It is. Look Here's on Dark and Wild. Well, but I've seen him do the performance on one of the festival performances.
Fine.
Which then goes, baby, switch your mind, let me walk with you. And he does this little
the teeny weeny
hand on his hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, they want to walk together. Even if the weather's good, I'm perfect with you. You're someone who only exists in novels. Back to the idealized type. It's you.
Yes.
And then that's the end.
That's RM's verse. I'm sorry.
No, I'm joking. So yeah, then we're going to Youngest verse, which Youngest verse is more about the idealized type because Youngie broadens it out. Yeah. So how could a person be like this? I start to feel like I'm the only one living in this world. You pass by my side. A sweet wind called you is blowing in my heart. Lovely. Could be anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't put on makeup, you'll put on a perfume called Attraction.
No.
Oh,
what a guy.
A reminder that all women don't need to wear makeup to be beautiful.
No.
They need it. Then he goes biblical. I never believed that there was a God, but now you make me believe, because to me, you're a goddess.
Nice.
Are you all right?
I'm
just started.
About to not be, so keep going.
Oh, yeah. It gets worse. It gets worse, Christy. Whether you're young or old, whether you have a hidden child, I don't care because I love you.
Fine.
Fine.
I don't have any hidden children, but good to know. I can still go on the Young You Marry Me agenda.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can get there.
Awesome.
And then talking about the young and old and the hidden child, sort of opening it up back to the idealized type. All women and all people deserve to be loved, which is wonderful. Instead of holding designer bags, you hold my hand. Instead of jealousy and envy, you understand my nature. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you've got this absolute kicker, right? Which is, with you, I draw out my future. In between our couple shoes are a pair of baby sneakers. Oh, I wrote in my notes, Christina, you all right?
I wrote OMG ovaries.
OMG ovaries.
That's what I wrote. Yeah.
And I really like that it's couple shoes, because
Yeah.
we know about Korean couples wear matching outfits.
Yeah.
Clothes.
Yeah.
So it's a pair of couple shoes that match with, in my head, a little pair of baby sneakers that also
I know, that's
match.
what I thought too, yeah.
So yeah, very sweet. I think this is beautifully well done.
Yeah, it's cute. Like the first time I read it, I was like, I can't believe he's written this. Like at 20 years old or how old he was here, like cringe. But then it's just cute as well. It's cute.
Well, and I think it's very well done within K-pop. Like it really plays into that couple's fantasy that they have, and I liked it. I thought it was a good line.
Yeah, me too.
Then we go back into the chorus, which is fine, except Jimin does a sort of high note, and then J-Hope takes us out on the bridge. I think she has come. I'm in front of the person who shakes at my heart. I think I'm attracted to you like a magnet right now. Your life, your heart, your face, your line, which I think is body.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like a piece of a puzzle, you fit into my ideal type. Oh God, I'm like the wind that is led by the weather that is you. You're a flower, I'm a bee. I'm going towards you.
I'm only going towards you.
And then Aaron comes back in with a bit
more
English. Just like, I told you about my qualifications about my Miss Right.
Many qualifications.
Yeah, many qualifications. But why you're my Miss Right is you're just you. Which reminds me of Bridget Jones. And then we have 2 more goes of the chorus and a post-chorus and ends on, it's you.
It's you. Nice. Yeah, so I've literally just written, this is a classic lovey-dovey boy band song, but it's cute.
It's cute.
Yeah.
No references to the soul or how to get by in life.
I've written, I think my favourite line is the young or old or with hidden child, lol, and the bit about the baby sneakers. Yeah.
And the Miss Right.
That would be a Miss Right. Yes, yeah. It does seem to bring up a lot of ideas that have then been picked up in later songs, like the Boy with Love and Commerce High and the Haters, which they were already on that beat, but it's there. Sash, do you like it?
Yep, I really do like it. I didn't really realise that it were on an actual album. I thought it were like, do you know that Born Singer, obviously it's been released on Proof, but I thought it were like that because I've only really listened to it on YouTube, but now I can put it back in my playlist and listen to it more often. Definitely didn't listen to it enough. No.
Yay, oh that's good. I've imparted knowledge on this much older army.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you're here and you're confused about Miss Right, it's on the special edition, the blue one on Spotify.
Yes.
And other providers.
Yeah, other music streaming platforms are available. Should we talk performances?
Yeah, we did 2 performances, didn't we? They're both really cute.
The first one, they are on tour in Japan, so they're singing the Japanese version. It's like an encore, I think, because they're all in the merch. And it says 2016 BTS tour on the backs of the t-shirts that they're wearing. And they do like a little call answer section at the start, which is cute. And then Suga goes, Amiga, which when he says it, he really sounds like Hobie. But I had to watch it like several times to be like, it's him saying it. Yeah. I like Tae's vocal.
They've all got baskets. They've all got little baskets with eggs in, and they're throwing the eggs into the audience.
Yes. I tried to Google what was in the eggs or whether there was anything in the eggs, but I couldn't find it anywhere. But yeah, at the end they put the baskets on their heads like.
Yeah, well,
like
actually,
hats.
I watched this. It was V that started it, and then Yoongi follows.
V and Yoongi do it. Yeah, but they're the only ones. But
very cute.
Yeah.
Hobie's thighs through the holes in his jeans are like proper ripped.
Really?
Oh,
I
go
didn't
back.
notice.
Look.
Yeah.
They could almost be JK's thighs, I'd say.
Wow. Go on,
They were good.
Hobie.
I also noted that Jin and V looked great in the round glasses.
Yes, me too.
I put a question mark. Is this of the era? Surely not.
I think 2016 I wouldn't count as the era.
Just checking.
Yeah. RM has kind of a weird headband.
Yeah.
It's okay.
To hide his brain wrinkles.
Yeah. Do you like this performance?
Yeah, I wish it were maybe before more recent or like the Korean version.
Well, the other performance we have is in Korea.
The Halloween party one.
Yeah, 2015. They're wearing the sort of I Need You promotion outfits. Tae has the vest and Jimin has the shirt with all the like coloured writing on it. Yeah.
It's really nice. I also wrote, is this of the era? And I was like, can't be. Well after the glow up.
Yeah, it's cute. Yoongi has a cool hat.
He does have a cool hat.
Yeah, he does.
I put tiny kids choreo because they do like the little finger to the cheek when they're a kiss and then that little finger hat.
Yeah.
Yoongi looks great in the hat.
Everyone
has had their glow up, clearly.
Yeah. And then they hold out the mic to the audience at the end, but you can't really hear them.
No.
There are loads of loud screams though when Jimin goes down to the audience, and then some of the others like follow him down.
It was such a small crowd.
I know.
And there was so many spare seats.
Yeah.
And Jimin and Hobie and V go into the crowd dead.
Yeah. I wrote that RM does his English bit in Korean. So the qualifications about my Miss Right. Do you like that one more, Tash, because it was in Korean?
Yeah, but I did think that the actual like throughout the whole video, there's a lot of close-ups, like just to the face. It would have been nice to have like a waist shot, but it were all like whichever members singing, rapping, it's up in the face.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree. Anyone have anything to add?
No, my final thought on it was boy with love vibes, but also horny. I want to walk by your side and know about your day, but party on your body.
That sums up this song, I think. You know, you can want to have a deep, meaningful relationship with someone and still party on their body.
I think that is what relationships are about, actually.
Exactly, yeah. Probably.
Strange.
Okay, should we say bye to Miss Right at the moment then? But yeah, it was a
good intro.
Now on to the actual intro. Intro Skool Luv Affair. A very creative title, boys. But yeah, Natasha, you did this one, did you?
Yes, I did. It's written by P-Dog, Slow Rabbit, RM, Sugar J-Hope, and produced by P-Dog. It is a little bit weird because it's like flowing and then it stops and then they interrupt each other and then it flows again and then it stops and then interrupt each other. So it's actually just a rap line, and it starts off with Sugar saying, first encounter, first text, first phone call, first date, first kiss in our own space. I want everything to be a first with you. Oh, it's been romantic and cute, and he wants to experience being happy with her. Oh. The next lyric is, I'm still hungry for you. The word addiction can't express all of this. It's all just lovey-dovey.
Love, when you first have it as a teenager, is very all-consuming and feels like an addiction. It's all you can think about. You sort of use it to define your entire personality. You're on the phone all the time. I'm obsessing with this person. I think it's a very powerful lyric about love as opposed to, oh, you're so cute and you're so pretty and I want to be with you. I think it's a good line.
Yeah, I think so too. And also, like, I don't know, like even in later life, I think when you sort of feel like you have those sort of feelings for someone, you just act crazy.
Just so crazy.
Yeah, it just takes over your whole like brain, and you do all these things that are just quite irrational. And I'm like, addiction maybe is a good way to put it, because like it's as if like you just throw anything away to see this person. Like, and
actually the line is, the word addiction can't express all of this. So this is worse than addiction. Which is completely valid and surprisingly deep.
And the only other thing I was going to say was that if you listen to the outro of Orele 2 and then go straight into Sugar's verse on this song, it's the same background music that they use. So it sort of flows straight into each other, the two albums.
Then Sugar says, describing a girl like you is impossible. It transcends the poetic.
Dead. I love that. That was the line that I wrote down. I was like, how? And yet he's still doing it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
He's so like soft and lovely in this verse. I think that's the point. He's meant to like, it's meant to be like a love confession.
Well, and representative of 3 different styles of love.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So that's where they all get to like take their own turn to confess.
Yep. So after Sugar's done being all soppy.
No. Sorry. I have to cut you off because and then next he says, I want to place you first in my life. And then he says, a good house, a good car, those things can't bring happiness, but I want to give it to you. Because obviously they have the song N.O. where they say like, a good house, a good car, will those things really bring happiness? Yeah. And they're like, no, they won't. But here is like, they're not going to bring happiness, but I want to be able to give them to you because,
the desire of men to provide for the ones that they love.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And
what about big house, big car, big rings?
Yeah.
What about the capital letter line? It's because if you like a capital letter, I want to place you first in my life.
Oh, I think I didn't write
like
that one down.
Capital K.
That is good.
All of those lines from Sugar.
Disregarded those, yeah.
And then J-Hope comes in and says, hold on, turn off the music for a second. And Sugar's like, why? And he's like, Hyung, this ain't it. And he's like, what? He's like, let me show you my style. Give me the music. Yeah, that's right. Love should be hopeful.
Yeah, love should be hopeful. It should be.
It
should be.
I'm not sure why he didn't think that Youngest one was hopeful, but never mind. I'll get past it.
Youngest love was all about first and then being consumed and then building a life.
Building a life is hopeful.
Not as hopeful as J-Hope.
But no one can hope to be as hopeful as J-Hope.
Exactly.
That's true. All right, tell us what he says.
He says, confessing my love without hesitation is my style. If it's for you, I'm the type to sacrifice my body.
Wow.
To RM, who wants to party all over it.
Yeah.
I'll always shine the light on you, girl. This is a love stage for you and me. We're blinded by love, sweet and playful. So apparently the literal translation is, we're wearing beam pods in our eyes, sweet and playful, which is a Korean idiom for describing someone who is blindly in love, therefore can't see the bad in their lover.
Nice.
I was dead on, I'll always shine the light on you, girl. like Hobie raising me up.
I really like this.
He's sacrificing himself. Yeah. He doesn't need to be a hero. He needs me to shine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I really like his part. He's really dancey. Yeah. Whenever it comes on, I'm like, yeah, my style. Sounds great.
Yeah, J-Hope's part's definitely a lot more like brighter and happier. He says, if I have you, it's like I have everything. Like a milli.
Yeah, like a million.
Like a million, yeah.
Like a rap term.
Like a milli.
Like a milli.
I got a milli.
Yeah. We are the whitest.
We're always rapping about our millies.
It's because we have so many.
So many millies.
Yeah.
Milli followers.
Yeah. Loads of millies.
Yep. So the final lyric in J-Hope's verse is, the door of love has opened now. With you, go in.
Go in.
Yeah. I like that.
We don't rehearse.
No, that was completely off the bat, guys. You're welcome. All right, and then
it goes to cutting the music again, where they're all like chatting, saying, this is awesome. Love should be hopeful. And then RM says, how can life always be hopeful? This is not Bangtan Style. And then they're like, well, what is? And he's like, Bangtan is hip hop.
Hip hop?
Hip hop?
Let's go.
Such an RM line, I'm sorry.
It's such an RM line.
It can be hopeful all the time, sorry. But then I do like, because when he says it, his voice is super like hoarse and sexy.
Hip hop.
Hip hop. Hip hop. Let's go.
And I sometimes think, this is Bangtan Style.
Yeah.
That line's stuck in my head as well.
Yeah.
And then he's here and you've got Intro Persona playing.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I was like, Intro Persona! Here it is. The boy's going to spit some bars. And he does. He does. A lead rapper.
He wasn't doing
What was Youngie doing? Vocals.
He was
like a very soft, gentle rap. And then RM's here, spitting.
RM's shouting.
Spitting.
What does he shout about, Tash?
He says, BTS is the way we love. Whether you're in your teens, 20s, love is all the same. RM, so now I'm telling you the story. I loved this much before. How about you? This is just an intro shouting about my whole mind and body. You know that her refusals and bad words could never stop me.
Yeah, they could never repel me. This is my ideology. Who in the world can dampen my heart's blood? Nobody. On the Golden Disc one, they use the word repel, so we don't have to say the word.
So yeah, they're in the translation of the lyrics, and I think in the original lyrics probably there's a word that's offensive to certain communities, so we're not going to say it.
Do you know what the highlight of this is? There's 10 lines of RM rapping in English. Because I didn't realise it until I watched, the comeback intro. And I was like, all these English words popping up. I was like, oh my God, they're all in English. Because often he raps in English and Korean. Yeah. And then it's Korean at the top and then like Korean again at the end. And I was like, how is he still going? He is a better rapper than Eminem. This is the best rapping I've ever heard. Oh my Jesus Christ.
Oh wow, that's our bar. Anyway.
It's brilliant.
It's great. Great job, RM.
Yeah.
Love your English.
Brilliant.
Very good.
If you haven't loved yet, how about doing it like me? A person's emotions is so strange. I'm the one who makes you smile, but you go to the bastards who make you cry. I said, yeah, that's love. Some may call me a loser, but I'm really okay. As if I've never been hurt by love before. As if I'll give even more when she takes away my all. What's up?
What's up?
So good.
Yeah, that is nice.
And very difficult. Can you love as if you've never been hurt before? Is that even possible?
Well, I guess if you've never been hurt before. He was in his teens at this point. There's a naivety about teen love that's maybe not there later, but maybe you love like that when you have that naivety. I don't know.
I think it's easier to love like you've never been hurt before until you've really loved and really been hurt. Which is beautiful. Beautiful as a teen. He was so optimistic, even though he's saying it's not hopeful, Hobie. He still is.
Yeah.
He
is quite hopeful. Yeah. But also he's saying about her going to the bastard, though. So, he's having a tough time.
In this, she is sort of friend-zoning him. Can you imagine friend-zoning RM?
Well, this cut comes up later. So, yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, and then they go on the hook that they sing all together.
Mm-hmm.
When in love, be passionate. When you're singing, make it prickly. Passionate and prickly.
The Golden Disc translation is make it tight.
As in, like, make the rap tight.
When you sing it tight.
Right, okay.
Which is better
like,
than
tight
prickly.
To the beat. Hopefully that's what it is.
Yeah.
Prickly doesn't make that much sense.
Prickly doesn't make that much sense. But it's about, like, when you're in love, be passionate about it. And when you're singing, do your best. At
least we know what Bangtan Style is, guys. So they all take turns shouting, this is Bangtan Style, what's up? And then that's the end of the song. I guess it's a reference to the different styles and takes on love from the different rap line members. They also get to like do their different rap styles to an extent, although I think Sugar maybe wouldn't say that his part is his like signature rap style. And then they eventually agree on what is Bangtan Style.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's important.
So in his album review, Sugar talked about how the intro continues from the outro of Are You Late Too? And he said that they wrote it with each of their methods of confession. So like their love confession styles. And I think that came through.
I just said I thought it was cute.
I think the Fifth Muster, when they perform it in the Fifth Muster, does it real justice because they wear their own outfits.
Yeah.
So they like arrive, like obviously it's much later. And they look super cool because when Aaron comes out to Hobie, he's like, "Oh, this is what you picked. Yeah, like, this is what you're wearing, of course." And Hobie's in like his Hope World hoodie that's got all of the flowers,
loads of flowers.
And then Aaron's got like the big brown boots on with his like cut off.
Yeah,
shorts,
I wrote that it was the most.
And then Youngie looks really swag in the Supreme.
And I wrote that it was the most J-Hope outfit ever.
Yeah, it felt more meaningful when I watched it in the Fifth Muster, where I was like, actually, these boys are sharing their style and a bit more of their personas.
Yeah.
Rather than their takes on love.
Yeah, exactly. And no, I think that's what it's there to do, really.
And then something really awful happens at the end of the Fifth Muster performance.
What?
Jin comes out and goes, "Is this what you think Bangtan Style is? We'll show you Bangtan Style." And then it cuts off in the performance that you've linked. And I'm like, no.
I don't know. We watched the Fifth Muster about ages ago. Maybe we should just watch it again.
By the end of this album review, I was like, oh, why was I not a fan of the Fifth Muster? The Fifth Muster is absolute peak.
Yeah, can recommend if you haven't checked it out. You can buy it on Weverse. I think it's like £20, which is a bit steep, but So performance-wise, I think we can just talk about them. I linked the comeback trailer, but there really isn't too much to say about them. It's just like cartoon visuals, and then it's just Arm's part. They didn't really perform it at the time, it looks like. So we had to just get to much more recent performances. But Fifth Muster, obviously, was 2019. And they do a few songs from this album in Fifth Muster, actually. As Leanne said, they've got the different outfits. I like when Hobie interrupts because he's so like cutesy when he does it, and then he goes like shika 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 shika.
Yeah. And when Aaron comes out, he's like, "That's what you're wearing. You're like a little mint chocolate chip."
He's got like mint shorts, and then he's got the like mint bucket hat as well, and little like little sunglasses, and
then Hobie and Youngie are doing a little dance together.
Yeah,
before Aaron comes out and interrupts them.
I know. Yeah, I wrote that too. And then, Aram interrupts. He's got shorts, but they're really long. Yeah, I don't know if you'd count them as shorts, the official Aram Shorts Authority.
Yeah, they are shorts.
Yeah.
I said they were cut offs. Yeah, he looks good.
Do you like this, Tash?
It's cool.
It's cool, yeah.
It's cool. It is cool. The other performance we linked is from 2020 Golden Disc Awards. They were like these black and white tops, except Aram, who's in like all black, and I put TBH, he looks great. He's got like this sparkly shirt. It's nice. And he's kind of massive. He's hit his massive face here.
Yeah, I wrote in this. Is this of the era? Can I have this for best look?
If this is anyone's first episode, it's because I've told, we have agreed that we should try and pick looks that are of the era when we give out our best look awards. They do the song. It's not as silly. They do the talking parts, like the interrupting each other. They do that quite quickly. But it does have the soap chanting, go in, go in, go in, which I thought was good.
Stories,
yeah. Did you like that one?
It's all right, yeah. It's like one of them weird ones because obviously at the time people were probably not bothered about seeing it. And then it's like they get more popular and then they perform it again and you're just like, oh, it's cool. Wish it would have been more earlier performances.
Yeah, me too. I wish there was at least one early performance. That would have been nice. We like it overall, don't we?
Yeah. Hip hop.
Bangtan Style. Hip-hop. What's up? All right. Let's stop doing that.
Get a Millie.
Yeah. No. Okay. Next one we're doing is our problematic fave, Boy in Love. I've done this one. This Korean title is Sangnamcha, which means real man or a manly man. Yeah.
Not V.
Tell where this is leading. Yeah, no, V is the least manly man, according to them in their comeback interview. Boy in Love was written by P-Dog, Hitman Bang, RM, Suga, Supreme Boy, and produced by P-Dog. So J-Hope didn't get involved with this one. So
which is good because he can't. He's like, no, this is too far, boys.
So this song and its music video, as we sort of alluded to, has been criticized for being misogynistic, and I think that manly man title is probably an allusion to why. So when I researched it, I sort of thought maybe it's like a parody.
Maybe.
That was my hopeful thinking, as in like they'd be acting like they see their contemporary manly men acting and not necessarily sort of how they aspire to act. But I kind of now think it's just something that they sort of thought that they had to be, being this whole like hip hop concept. Exactly.
Hip-hop.
And obviously they're trying to write about love but still be like all these tough hip hop manly men. So it's a way of sort of marrying the super tough hip hop image of the last two albums with this album about love in school. I think it's what it's trying to do. Either way, it's quite cringe. So let's jump in. Jungkook opens it and he says, I want to be your oppa. I'm hungry for your love. I want to be your oppa. I'll have you. Just watch.
How old's Jungkook?
He's 15.
Cool.
So if he's going to be your oppa, you need to be 14 or younger. Because if anyone doesn't know, oppa is like a term that they use to describe like an older male friend if you're a girl in Korea. And it's meant to be like a honorific, but it's seen as quite flirty. So
of all of the members to open it with this, I want to be your oppa, they're like, yeah, you golden matinee,
yeah, JK, be angry and be oppa, please. The lyrics I wrote, this has never been celebrated as an anthem of consent or taking no as no, but I think the video is the main cause for controversy. But the lyrics are a little something at times as well. I shall continue. So then V does his like growly bit where he goes, why are you shaking up my heart? Shaking up. And then JK has a cuter bit where he goes, Dad, how did you ask Mom out? Should I write you a letter? What is this? I become like dust in front of you.
No.
And then RM does his bit, which goes, you make me so angry and mad for no reason. I'm serious, but you make me into a loser who picks fights with you. Why do I care so much about you? You're making a big boy act like a little kid. But I'm going to flip the situation from friends to lovers.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's gonna. There's no if, ands, or buts there. Apparently it's like a bit of a wordplay thing, because on the last part where he says friends to lovers, he uses the word inyon to mean like a friendly relation, but then flips it to yonin, which means lovers. So it's like a clever word trick. Yeah. And I wrote, he's very confident. And then I wrote, what if she doesn't want to be your lover, RM? And then I wrote,
oh, no, I do.
Except the fact that if she doesn't, she's crazy. So, yeah. And then we get Hobie's quite strange verse.
Which got the Lion King reference.
Yeah.
Which I was, when I first listened to it, I was like, did we just say Hakuna Matata? And I'm like, that's like a misheard. You misheard that. Michael in the closet. That's not what that is.
For sure there.
No, it's true.
Yeah. So he says, if it's with you, I think I can go to a good college. And then he says, Ganna Darama Basaka, which is like the Korean alphabet type thing. So they put like the consonants next to the vowel that sounds like A, and then sort of list it down through all the consonants, essentially. My Korean teacher, said that they used to sit in school being like, ma, ga, na, da, da, sa, ma, yeah. So that's what he's alluding to, saying he can go to a good college and then showing off his alphabet skills.
Yeah.
And then he says, Hakuna Matata.
He's doing a Disney reference because he knows in future he's going to get a Disney Plus episode.
Yeah. He's lining up those sponsors.
Yeah, clever planning from J-Hope. You can go to a good college.
You can.
Well done. He says, your profile picture is the same, but why do I keep checking it? But don't misunderstand. I'm not an easy guy. Yeah. And then V comes back and does more growly vocals, and he says, I'm getting nervous. Who are you? Are you that great? Why do you keep teasing me? Just stop now. Hold up. I wrote that it's ironic that the song is called Manly Man, but all the lyrics are like, oh my God, I keep checking your profile. I'm so nervous. I don't know how to ask you out.
I'm not easy.
Yeah, I'm not easy.
Stop making me nervous.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Lion King?
Yeah. Wow. And then the chorus goes, hold me tight before I kiss you, before my heart lets you go. Say what you want. Say what you want. What is it you really want? So Jungkook and Jimin do the chorus one time each, I think. And then V does the growl. And then Suga does his rap, which goes, a bad, bad girl on the outside, an even more bad girl on the inside. Yeah, even more bad on the inside. If you lose a guy like me, you'll regret it. You checked my text message, but you're not pressing send. The one, as in like one notification, disappears.
No, that's not true. On Kakao Talk, when you text, there's a one next to unread. Yeah. So it's not a notification. It's like the blue tick.
Oh.
So it's like being left unread.
Right. Okay,
the one disappears because there's a one.
So I thought it was like you had one message.
No, because I've had one boy be like, the one's disappeared. Why have you not texted me back? And I was like, whoa, Nelly. I didn't realise I was leaving you unread. Inside into Kakao Talk. Yeah. You know how it works after we've been to Korea.
Exactly. Yeah, he's saying making me so anxious. And I wrote that. I think that's quite relatable.
That's cute.
Yeah.
If you're left unread, then you do get anxious.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. And then he says, maybe I'll buy a GPS navigation. And then Hobie goes, quickly. I keep trying to appeal to you. And Hobie goes, trying. And this is where it kind of sounds like he's doing like vroom, 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 vroom. Yeah. And then he goes, genuine feelings. I got him. Endurance. I got him. The only thing I don't have is your beauty. In the choreo, that's when they make the little car.
And then drive it.
Yeah, they drive it. Yeah.
No, but like on Run BTS, it's the exact same. You know, like good team, I got him.
Oh yeah.
Good bandmates, I got him. Big music, I got him. And then he does the vroom vroom vroom. Yeah. And in the choreo on Run BTS, Jimin drives the car. Oh. So in the choreo for this one, Hobie drives Jimin and JK's the gear stick, which is very strange because he sort of like pulls JK in and then drives Jimin off. But in Run BTS, exact same lyrics. I got him.
Yeah.
And Jimin drives those two sleeves.
And then RM says, how should I change for you? Hold up. And I wrote, you'll learn a lot later that you should not change for you because it's fake love.
Because it's fake love.
Fake love. Don't be doing that, RM. And then he says, playing mind games, 2 timing. I don't know how to do that. If you're ever sick, you can call me instead of 911. Honestly, I think that line's quite charming because he says it with such confidence. Like, he does the most confident smile when he says it. And I'm like, yeah. Okay, I will call 911. No, I won't call 911. I'll call you. And then he says, tell me to cry, I'll cry. Tell me to smile, I'll smile. Tell me to roll around, I'll roll around. And actually, it has a bit of the, for you, I could pretend to be happy when I was sad. And then they do the chorus again. And Jin, JK, and Jimin both take turns to do the I want to be your oppa. Why don't you know my heart for you? Even if you ignore me, even if you act cold, I can't push you out of my mind. I want to be your oppa. I will be your man. Just watch. So that my heart can't touch yours, I will run to you right now. And then they do the chorus, and then that's the end. So yeah. Essentially, they like a girl in school and she's confusing them, or she just wants to be their friend, or she's leading them on, or whatever. It's unclear, but either way, they're convinced that they can flip the situation as per Junie's bit. But there's some lines that are very sort of, you don't get a say. I'll just make you my lover. Which is a bit, I think, why it's been called out for misogyny. And then Suga, in his behind the scenes thing, he said that it was really hard to work on and he couldn't get a feel for how to write the verse, so it took him a long time. He used expressions that were easier on the ear to make it accessible to the general public, he said. And they wanted a more exciting vibe, so they purposefully used words that were easier to like cheer along with. And then he said that the title was added after the song was made, but apparently they all like really wanted it to be Real Man, so they were like recommending it strongly. And RM was like, this has to be the lead track. It has to be. This is like the best one. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it was the song that I did in my dance class, my K-pop dance class in 2015-ish. I remember the teacher being like, BTS are the biggest band right now. We need to do one of their songs. And then she chose this one, which, you know.
Well, I guess it's one of their lead tracks, right?
Yeah, it is catchy.
Christine, were you the car?
Who was the car?
I don't think we didn't do the car.
Because there wouldn't have been 7 of you in the class.
No, there were probably like 30 of us. We did do the like chorus choreo. Anyone have any hot takes on it? Like it? Hate it?
It's pretty shit, not gonna lie.
I liked it more before I read the lyrics.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, you like V's vocal.
I really like V's vocal in it.
Yeah.
V's vocal, every time it comes around, I'm like,
He does a lot of, across this album, there's a lot of good growly vocals from V.
Very good.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I thought it was fine when we did it in dance class, and then when I researched it now, it's a bit like, it's a bit, but it is catchy if you don't know what it's about and you haven't watched the music video. Because the music video...
I think the music video is, problematic.
Yeah.
I really like the orchestra. It's like a little orchestra section.
Oh, yeah.
And then she walks in the Converse highs, and I'm like, oh, there she is.
Yeah, and
there's
then
the girl. And
when
then
Jin's like in the
chaos.
closet, he's listening to Just One Day. And Just One Day is not out yet. Well, the album is out, I guess, but it hasn't been dropped as the second single. So
Easter
it's
egg,
like Easter egg. Exactly, yeah. So should we talk about the MV then? They're in school uniforms. JK sees a girl and then follows her into a hallway, and then RM follows and steals Suga's CD, and he looks very confused. He runs after her, and Jim is cleaning the toilet for no reason. Hobie and V are reading cartoons, and then they're dancing in what looks like this like office waiter. It doesn't look like school uniform, but I'm guessing it's meant to be a school uniform. It's just like dark trousers with like a black tie, which is why I think it looks a bit waitery. And Tae's got a dumb bolo tie.
Yeah.
They need to stop with those.
Stop.
Please.
Stop.
And they're so angry. And they're singing all these super crunchy lyrics. And they're so really angry. Clearly being like, we're the coolest ever. Oh my God.
Jimin's really angry.
Dad, why did you ask Mama?
Dad,
How?
I'm dust.
I'm so nervous. And then there's that really, really weird scene when JK and Jimin are at the urinal, and Jimin like looks down and then looks up at JK and like smiles like super cheekily, as if it's like I looked at your, I looked just now.
Yeah. And JK's like, what? I'm gonna get her.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get the girl.
Yeah. And then RM puts Sugar's CD on over the speakers, and they're all gathering, and then we get a lot of the sort of angry, smoky-eyed Jimin. They're throwing chairs around in the corner of the classroom, being all rebel-y, and then they do this quite uncomfortable scene where Sugar's like shaking the girl around and like roughing her up, and then RM does his like hospital verse, and that's when Jin like flips her around and like pushes her up against the locker and then like drags her into the classroom where they're all waiting.
But then they're all waiting. I was like, I thought he dragged her so she could meet JK.
Yeah, no.
And then I was like, oh, is this about Jane? Is this about JK? And I was like, oh, it's about all of them. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean,
poor girl.
I think,
well, not now,
but
to be that girl now.
Yeah,
back then
in the video, it's really uncomfortable.
We should note about the apology clip.
Yeah. You can watch the behind the scenes of them doing the music video, and Jin looks very uncomfortable doing it, but he does it, and then straight after they yell cut, he's like bending like 90 degree, like sorry, just not the best. So once they've dragged her into the classroom with a huge group of boys, also not great, they take turns serenading her, Jin, Jimin, and JK, and then Jimin does his big high note, and then they dance the chorus. And
I said he does quite a good job on the high note.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
he's improved, even though we're only 3 albums in.
Yeah, 8 months in. Yeah, I like that Yoongi gets to sit on the basketball hoop like a cool hip hop person, because I bet he liked that. And then there's fireworks as well at the end. That is it. I've also included the choreo version if anyone wants to just avoid all the cringe problematic scenes. No. You can just watch the dancing if you'd like. But yeah.
I put Jin looks good in the MV when he's not in the tie, and V's growling vocal. It's great. Oh, and Hobie jumping out of the choreo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah, that's okay.
And that's all I liked. That's all I could find.
Okay.
Within there, as I tried.
Yeah. Do you like the MV, Tasha?
Visually, it's just like, it's very whitewashed, very bright and whatever. Don't like that bit. Yeah, it's a bit shit.
Do you remember whether you liked it like early on?
I didn't ever remember liking it, so yeah, I guess.
Because I think it is a bit of a sign of the time. They wouldn't make this music video now.
No.
2014 was a different time in terms of what you were allowed to say and do and everything like that. And the misogyny thing didn't come up at the time. I don't think it was like brought up later. By like 2016, 2017, when people were trying to find like when they really hit it big, like success wise, and people were trying to poke holes in their success. Essentially, that's when it was brought up, and it was acknowledged. Big Hit put out a statement about the sort of the things that have been brought up, and sort of thanked fans for keeping tabs on them and everything, and watching out for them. And then RM said that he was very impacted by his lyrics being described as misogynistic, and also talked about how he now has a feminist professor review his lyrics to make sure that everything's sort of above board, and that he takes into account how it might make people who have a different perspective than him feel. So that is good. Something that's not good though, and not for the faint of heart in terms of cringe, is the LA version that they did on American Hustle Life, which I've also linked. That was with Warren G directing, and it's old. It's like it came out in 2014, but it looks like it's in the 90s. They're either with this blue convertible car, or they're at this like location house in California.
Oh yeah.
With these girls that they found on the street.
Yeah.
So on American Hustle Life, Warren G gave them this like task of finding music video girls. Bear in mind, not loads of them speak English, and they had to like stop girls on the street and be like, please be in my music video. I've written it's the cringest ever trying to watch them flirt. They look so small and scared and awkward. And I thought, actually, Hobie did a good job and Tay did a good job of like interacting with the girls in the video at least. But the rest of them just now. So
oh yeah, and JK, they're all in the leather
Today's outfit's not terrible. He's got the like green bomber jacket thing, but other than that, it's just not the best.
Even Youngie's awful.
Oh yeah, awful.
No, Taylor with the bomber jacket, he's got terrible hair. And they've got all the bling.
Yeah, loads of bling.
So there's that.
Well, obviously, but they're in LA, blinging up with Warren G.
So Jim's got his arms out.
Yeah, that is
his little chicken arms.
Nice for people who like that. RM was definitely feeling himself through the whole video, especially at the end when he's like feeding the girl the cherries, which is just the worst thing ever. But on
don't watch it. We do not recommend.
If you want to have a cringe time, then please do. But on the American Hustle Live show, there's like a scene where I think it's RM and Hobie like trying to hang out with the girls, and there's like they pan to Yoongi like standing away from them, and he's like, "I've lived with RM like 3-4 years now, and I've literally never seen him so happy." So
he's about to drown in a sea of girls watching TV.
Yeah. There's another clip of, I think, one of the Maknae guys being like, "Oh, it's so awkward. Like, I can't say anything to these girls." JK is super scared. But then there's a bit where Yoongi goes like, "Literally, it's not a problem. We're never, ever going to make a music video like this in Korea. So, like, don't worry about it."
Oh,
yeah. Very scary.
Do you know what is good, though?
Yeah.
The dance pack.
Yes, it's really tight.
Very tight.
Very tight.
Brilliant synchronization over Yoongi's rap.
Yeah.
Junie looks adorable in the little hat. I put also Jin looks great in the hoodie. Is this of the era?
Yeah, the dance packs of the era.
Perfect.
Nice.
Got it.
And I brought that JK's got his Timberlands. Tash, you like those?
I love the Timberlands. I even asked for some for Christmas.
Yeah, we know.
That year?
No, 8 years ago. It was definitely like 5 years ago. Same time that I asked your mum, Leanne, for a K-pop album, and she's like, "You don't even like know what it's about," and I'm like, "But I want these Timberlands as well." She wants the Timberlands, I bet you.
She probably does.
My ma's decided that she's a JK bias, but we're still giving her a bit of time to settle because she was an RM bias for a while.
Yeah,
and she moved to JK, so she needs a bit of time to confirm. But yeah, this dance prep is the highlight.
The dance prep is really good,
and they're working so hard. Nobody's out of line. Even like Yoongi, Junie, and Jin as the weaker dancers are absolutely just owning it.
Yeah.
Owning it.
Yoongi's not a weak dancer, but never mind.
We have stood outside this building.
Oh yeah!
We went to this building.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
We did. Where that magic was happening.
We also linked the comeback showcase. They also do Jump. We'll talk about that one later. But the intro really went with the sexy boys singing about love and teenagers.
Yeah.
Love of teenagers, actually. Sexy boys sing about love of teenagers. And there's a little interview where RM talks about how the album's about love between teenagers and how the album has a lot of hip hop and sweet songs. And then Jungkook says they've worked hard and are hoping for a lot of love. And RM says, "Where Are You From?" is his favorite. It's another instance of RM like spreading the love to the random songs. Everyone wants Jin to show them his abs.
But he just shows them the neck muscle.
Yeah, he does.
No, they go to fan questions. That's what they do.
Yeah, so someone asks like, "Oh, Jin, did you grow muscles yet?" Because I think he said on a fan cafe that he was trying to grow muscles. Like,
and it's Hobie that's like, show them a muscle.
But he says like, "Oh no, I've not done it that much yet." And then he's like, "Look at this muscle on my neck. It's great." And they get asked who's the farthest from being a manly man, and they all say V. And then Sugar's like, "Oh, he's just a bit weird." and cute.
To be weird.
And then they're like, "Show us something cute." And then he like does this weird little growl thing, and it is weird. So yeah, and then they do the song in these like I think it's the black outfits from the MB, the non-school uniform ones.
The fans have got the first ever light stick, the red bullet light stick.
The sticks.
Yeah, it's like a yellow thing.
Okay.
What I saw from this sort of comeback stage is you can really see the K-pop industry and some of the stigma that we suffer as older ARMY.
Yeah.
So you definitely see this big young teenage girl audience all like screaming and waving their sticks and asking quite juvenile questions and the boys playing into that. So I thought actually it was a really good insight into K-pop and them as young teen idols.
Yeah.
And indicative of how much they changed that industry.
Yeah.
Team.
As in, well, they grow up.
Well,
right?
also they grow up and their fans grow up, right?
Exactly.
The fans grow with them.
Yeah, you can definitely grow with an artist.
Yeah,
I think
you can see that
that's
early.
He talks about that in one of the episodes of Suchwita. I think it's the one with Taeyang.
Yeah, and that's why this stuff jazz, because but we would have loved it when we were teenagers. That's it. Natasha was like, "Oh, no, this is amazing."
Also, I do like this album, but it's like, part of why it's a bit jarring is this just feels a bit dated. But obviously, sort of, I think both their writing style and the sort of appeal has matured to something that's much more like universally likable, whereas this maybe it's their most K-poppy album, because it's all like teenagers and love. Yeah,
so they've come quite far from even No More Dreaming, I know, right?
Yeah, because I think the thing
Closer
is, like,
to Idol,
if I'm gonna be cynical about it, is like, probably they launched this whole like, we're going to be super hip hop. And then they're like, actually, no, we need to like appeal to the young girls because they're going to be the fans. So we need to do like a romancy type album, whether that was the plan all along or whether it was in a reaction to, I think Ori Late didn't do that well. So maybe whether they pivoted after, like, as a result of that, who knows?
And then you get to the most beautiful moment in life, right? Which is where they've really,
via Dark and Wild,
crystallized this. What do they want to be, but also what does it mean to appeal to it?
Yeah.
What's a love concept that will appear more broadly that isn't idealized romance?
But also, like, they've got the universe then, so it's easier for them to write about love and not have it be this like
cringy,
forced cringy thing. Yeah. Okay, should we move on from our problematic fave Boy in Love?
What about the acoustic version?
Is there an acoustic version? Tell us about it.
Yeah, there's an acoustic version where Jin plays the guitar.
Yeah.
Some of the vocal line are there, and they sing Boy in Love acoustically, and it's just really soft and sweet. I liked it.
Yeah, that bit is cute. Did you watch that one, Tash?
No. I just clicked on it though, and they look like sailors.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I think we'll call it there for our favorite song, Boy in Love. Love that jam.
Get lost.
Yeah. I don't tend to skip it when it comes up on shuffle.
Because it pops.
Yeah, it's catchy.
Yeah. And I like it in the club.
And I can do the dance, so it's what's not to like, except most of it.
Except the concept and the MV, the age of the genre.
Yeah.
The actual sound is brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to this part of our Skool Luv Affair series. We hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to follow us on social media.
Where can they find us on social media, Christine?
So you can find us on Instagram at @GenerationBTS_. We're the same thing on TikTok and Twitter. And on YouTube, we're at @GenerationBTS. If you want to email us, it's GenerationBTS, all the albums, @gmail.com. And if you want to and you have time, you can rate us on Apple and Spotify by clicking the little stars at the top.
We will see you for the next part.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.